Welcome back to the Explainer Focus Learners. Okay, today we are looking at a truly wild piece of source material. We're going to reverse engineer a complete step-by-step blueprint from a creator who claims to have absolutely cracked the code for massive Facebook monetization. And the secret sauce? Artificial intelligence. The financial claims we're looking at today are just staggering. Specifically, the creator of our source material claims they're hitting $28,000 in monthly revenue. And get this, that is from just a single AI-generated Facebook page. Yep, 28 grand a month. They present this as a highly optimized, future-proof strategy that's specifically aiming for dominance in the year 2026. But here is where it gets crazy. It's not just about one lucky page. The source emphasizes that by leaning heavily into modern automated tools, a single creator can now easily manage up to 50 or even 60 of these pages all at the exact same time. It's literally a content factory. So let's just dive right into it. To understand how they claim to pull this off, we're reverse engineering their exact roadmap today. We're going to cover the AI gold rush, finding a viral niche, forging a US identity, generating that AI content, and finally, their exact upload strategy. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the AI gold rush, and Section 2, finding a viral niche. Now, the very first phase of this strategy doesn't actually involve coming up with anything totally original. Instead, the creator explains exactly how to hunt down highly successful, already existing case studies on Facebook to emulate. The whole appeal here boils down to raw efficiency. The source contrasts the pre-AI era, where managing just 10 to 15 pages manually was this massive, time-consuming headache, with today's post-AI reality. Suddenly, managing 50 to 60 pages is described as easy, completely automated, and obviously highly profitable. It's exactly why digital entrepreneurs are swarming to this method. And the results they're aiming for are pretty wild. The creator points to specific pages in their own network as proof of concept. Take a look at the one called Love City 30 at the bottom. We're talking nearly 800,000 followers, and that was generated from just 174 automated posts. Millions of views on a single reel. The metrics are, frankly, undeniable. So you're probably wondering what kind of content is actually driving all these eyeballs? Well, the creator explicitly recommends targeting a highly lucrative niche they've dubbed bunker videos. Because honestly, nothing says engagement quite like ultra-realistic AI-generated survival scenarios. According to our source, this specific style of cinematic content is absolutely dominating US Facebook feeds right now. Moving right along to Section 3, forging a US identity. This is where the strategy gets kinda sneaky, honestly. To capture that premium, high-paying US audience, the creator, who actually operates outside the US, details some very specific tactics to essentially forge an American identity for these pages. It all starts with the visual branding. The source instructs users to grab a screenshot of one of those successful competitor pages we just talked about and feed that image straight into ChatGPT to brainstorm similar name ideas. From there, they take those names and use Gemini to instantly whip up a matching logo and banner. It's just a completely automated AI-driven cloning process. Now, what's genuinely fascinating is the exact method they teach to manipulate the algorithm. We're just reporting the steps outlined in the source here, but the creator explicitly tells their students to use the official White House URL as their page's website. Then, they pull a random US phone number off Google and have ChatGPT generate a random New York address and zip code. The entire goal is to trick the platform into categorizing the page as US-based. All right, Section 4, generating AI content. So once that fake US identity is completely locked in, how do they actually churn out these bunker videos to fill the feed? Well, it all comes down to this exact text prompt. The creator takes a link to a video that's currently going viral and drops it into Gemini with a very specific instruction. Analyze this video every minor detail and detail explain and make a prompt. They are literally demanding that the AI reverse engineer the viral hit, stripping it down to the studs to create a master blueprint. Once Gemini spits out that breakdown, they take the text and plug it straight into ChatGPT with their next prompt. Make this ultra-realistic and every second a great scene, photo and video prompts. So they are essentially generating a highly detailed AI-written script that just piggybacks right off a competitor's success. And to bring it all together, those detailed scene prompts are dumped into advanced AI video generators. While these tools are always changing rapidly, platforms like Sora or Runway are used to take those text instructions and render out the final, hyper-realistic 3D clips. The entire content engine runs on AI at literally every single step, from the first idea to the final export. Which brings us to section 5, the upload strategy. Because look, just having the video isn't enough, right? The final piece of the puzzle is the execution. The creator outlines a strictly regimented upload approach designed to totally maximize their algorithmic reach. They are super strict about these exact parameters. You have to use Gemini to write the title and description, slap on the USA hashtag, enable closed captions, and turn on the Add AI labels setting. But here's the kicker. You have to upload strictly after 9 p.m. US time to catch those peak scrolling hours in America. They even tell creators to go into their own feed and mark local, non-US content as not interested. It's all about training the account's algorithm to look outward. It is a crazy calculated checklist. The creator's end game, monetization. You're probably thinking, why on earth would someone share this incredibly detailed, highly lucrative roadmap for free on YouTube? Well, that brings us to the real end game here. Because that free tutorial is ultimately just a funnel. The creator seamlessly pivots from teaching to upselling viewers on their paid community app. They charge a fee for access to the actual automated tools you need to run those 50 pages, plus you get early insider access to US trends and direct team support. And of course, they throw in a classic scarcity tactic, offering a special discount to just the first 10 people who sign up. So, where does that leave us? We've just explored an absolute masterclass in modern digital strategy, one that heavily leans on AI, automation, and geographic targeting to literally farm social media revenue. But what you should really take away from this is just how fast the whole landscape is shifting. So is this highly automated, almost completely generated blueprint the permanent future of digital content creation? Or is it just a temporary algorithmic loophole that platforms are inevitably going to close? It's a fascinating question for anyone paying attention to the creator economy. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you on the next one.